Your Apple TV is about to get a lot more useful because Apple just released tvOS 18 and it comes with more than 15 new features and changes. Let's jump in. So first off, we have larger home screen app icons. So if you go into your settings and then go into general and then down to appearance, you can see that now we have a display zoom section where you can choose between default and large. Here's what default looks like and here's what large looks like. And as somebody who sits pretty far away from his TV, I like the large icons a lot better. In the Apple TV app, you can now press and hold on a movie and you can get to the movie info right away without having to worry about the movie auto playing. That was always the most annoying thing. Now if you do this, it will just go straight to the movie info page and won't just start playing the movie. And this applies to movies in your library as well. You can press and hold right here and just go to movie instead of just playing it right away. And while we're in the TV application, I want to show you Insight. So this is a really great new feature that uses machine learning to show information about actors, characters, and even songs playing in an Apple TV movie or show. And how this works is if you see an actor or an actress on the screen currently, if you go down to the Insight button down here next to info and you go down to this section, it will show you who that actor or actress is. And again, if music is playing, it will also tell you what that music is and also a quick way to add it to your Apple Music library. And this updates in real time as well. So if you stay down here while the movie or TV show continues, it will keep popping up the different actors or actresses or songs that are currently shown on the screen. So this is a very cool feature. And this also shows on the iPhone when you're using it as a remote. So this will show down here in this little platter. And then over here to the right, we have enhanced dialogue. And that has been improved with tvOS 18 because it's now not just limited to HomePods anymore. So before in tvOS 17, enhanced dialogue only worked on HomePods, but now it works with HDMI connected speakers, AirPods, or any other Bluetooth speaker. And Apple also says that enhanced dialogue uses machine learning to deliver greater vocal clarity over music, action, and background noise. So expect enhanced dialogue to also just sound better with tvOS 18. Next up is probably my most used tvOS 18 feature, and this is called Smart Subtitles. So what this does is it turns on subtitles automatically when you press mute and or when you rewind your TV show or your movie. So if I were playing this show right here and I just press mute, you can see that these subtitles come on right away. And then if I turn mute off, they go away. I don't have to press anything else. Or if I don't mute at all and I just rewind at 10 seconds, you will see these subtitles pop up for those 10 seconds that I may have misheard something or not heard what they said. And here's something else that's pretty cool about Smart Subtitles. It will also automatically show subtitles when it detects a show or movie that's in a language different from your system's default language. You don't have to do anything else. It will just automatically show those subtitles for you. So Smart Subtitles is useful for me, but if you don't find it useful, you can go into your settings and go to video and audio. And we do have a section down here where you can turn that off. So it's a new section called automatic subtitles. And from here, you can see show for different languages. So you can turn that off if you want to. And then also show when muted, show on skip back, and of course the subtitle language. This update also includes a better Siri, so it's now on device for some queries. So you'll notice that the response times are much quicker than they were on tvOS 17, and also it's just more secure since everything stays on device and you don't need an internet connection for a lot of things that you ask Siri now. We also now have SharePlay for Apple Music with tvOS 18, which is very helpful. If you go down here next to the lyrics icon, you'll see that we have a SharePlay icon, and if you click on that, it will pull up the QR code so that other people can join in and play music and adjust your queue as well. So this is great for house parties so other people can join in. They don't need an Apple Music account. Of course, it just uses your account, but they can join in and play and, see the queue and everything. Also in the top nav bar, this used to say browse, now it says new. And a couple of these sections have a slightly different UI as well. And if you use AirPods Pro on your Apple TV, you will be getting the voice isolation feature, which that's not necessarily new to tvOS 18, but it is applicable. And also the personalized spatial audio API is coming as well, and that's also accessible on tvOS 18. tvOS 18 also has 21:9 support, so in addition to the standard 16:9 aspect ratio, this update will add the 21:9 aspect ratio, which is great for those with projectors. Last year with tvOS 17, we got the FaceTime application on the Apple TV, and we used continuity camera to use FaceTime from the Apple TV, and that's been expanded and enhanced here with tvOS 18 because we now have live captions for FaceTime. So just like on the iPhone, everything that's said during a FaceTime call is now displayed as a real-time live transcript on the TV screen. Now this only works in English and in the US and Canada, but I'm sure that will roll out to other countries and other languages eventually. You can also now set a dedicated camera for FaceTime on your Apple TV. So if you go into your settings and go to remotes and devices, we have a new section down here under continuity camera called dedicated camera. And this just lets you keep your iPhone connected to your TV so it's always ready to use whenever you load up FaceTime. You don't have to repair it. Now we also have some new screensavers. So we have some Snoopy ones with Woodstock here with a bunch of different animations, which those are always really cool. But what I think is really cool here in tvOS 18 is if you go into your settings and go to screensaver, you'll see that this has been changed because now we have memories and slideshows and also portraits. So if you go into memories and slideshows, you can see you can choose what photos you want to show up here. So you have memories, albums, and you also have the style right there. So if you go into memories, for example, you can choose if you want to use memories from just all memories or just from your favorites. And you could also choose the albums as well, but this is one I really like here. So this is called portraits, and this allows you to basically show different portrait photos as your screensaver. So I think it's very similar to what we see on the Apple Watch with the new Photos watch face. Kind of the same vibe here. So it's going to pick out photos that look really good as, backgrounds and as screensavers with the time overlaid over top of it. So from here, you can choose if you want to show or hide people, pets, nature, and cities. And you can also change the update frequency from 2 to 15 minutes. And by the way, if you go into people, you can also choose to only include favorites. So if you only want to include favorite people, you can do that, or you have all, or if you just don't want to show people at all as your screensaver, you can hide that like I did. So if you go into the current selection, this is where you can choose what you want to be there by default, and you can see the little description down there as well. So for memories and slideshows, it says your favorite photos, memories, or music album art. You can also share from your home network. And then for portraits, it just says clocks featuring your best photography. Again, this reminds me a lot of like a bigger watch face like we see on the Apple Watch. So here's what that portrait screensaver looks like. And if you want to change that, you can just press over to go next. So you could do this on your iPhone remote, the TV remote, or from your actual Apple TV remote. And you can see how the time kind of appears over top of these portrait photos right here. This one is really funny, but you can see how the time, the 2 is behind my cat right there. So again, very reminiscent of the Apple Watch. Now, if you press up on the Apple TV remote or on your TV remote on your iPhone, you will see you can change between the different ones. We have portraits right there, and then over here we have memories and slideshows, and then all the way over we have our aerials. And then we also have a change to the Apple Fitness Plus application. So you can see that we have this new UI over here for the nav bar, and then if you go into any of these tabs, you will see some subtle differences in the overall layout. So that is tvOS 18. Not quite as big of an update as tvOS 17 was last year, but it's still a pretty solid update with multiple useful features. And if you want to see what's new in the other software updates for your other Apple devices in your house, check out my other videos on macOS Sequoia, watchOS 11, and iOS 18. I think you'll enjoy those. So check those out. They're in the cards right now. But anyways, guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.